On 15th, a joint worship service in Daegu Gyeongbuk was held at Good News Daegu Church, with Pastor Oksu Park. The service was more meaningful with attendance of believers from Daegu Gyeongbuk, brothers and sisters who came to their hometown for Chuseok, including a duet performance by tenor Jang Ju-sung and soprano Imana Lee, and praise from the Daegu Church Allegria Choir. Pastor Oksu Park met believers in Daegu and Gyeongbuk and shared the news of gospel and work of God from around the world along with the Mind Conference held in Tokyo, Japan. He also preached the gospel that our sins were forgiven through Jesus' sacrifice, and that if we have faith, we are no longer sinners. The believers who attended the service expressed that they were greatly impressed by the words and expressed their hope to continue to spread the gospel of forgiveness of sins in future. Good News, East Ulsan, Gwangmyeon, and Incheon Philippine churches held a Chuseok celebration event for multicultural workers and foreigners remaining in Korea this week. The foreigners who gathered at each church experienced holiday culture by wearing hanbok and playing folk games, and had a warm time sharing holiday foods such as songpyeon and pancakes. After the event, they heard gospel lectures from senior pastors of each church, and in particular, Pastor Taeong-an of East Ulsan Church preached the gospel on the topic of the bronze serpent in Numbers 21.
My mother is Japanese and is currently working as a representative of an organization called the Korea Multicultural Policy Institute as a member of a Korean-Japanese multicultural family. I would like to sincerely thank you for taking the time to organize an event where multicultural people can mingle in such a good place even though it is a holiday. In the future, we hope that multicultural events like this and other internationalized events will occur frequently so that our country's multicultural society is healthy. I hope you settle down well. Thank you very much for creating this opportunity.
Each local church said that they were happy to be able to share warmth during the holidays with foreigners with whom they had interacted through various events, and that they plan to continue the exchange through more events in the future. The IYF Kiribati branch was invited to a National Assembly election event hosted by the Kiribati Christian Group on 21st and performed IYF members' traditional dance and a cappella performances, as well as Kiribati branch President Taehyun Yoon's lecture, received a great response with the message that the gospel gives hope to the people. Kiribati President Taneti Mamau, who participated in the event, expressed his gratitude for IYF's activities and expressed his intention to cooperate. The IYF Kiribati branch said it plans to continue to work with the government and local Christian groups to spread the gospel to more youth. The South African IYF branch participated as a representative of Korea at the International Festival held at the University of Johannesburg on 13. In the morning, a Korean culture booth was opened and Korean culture was introduced through traditional Korean games, Korean food experiences, and traditional souvenir displays. In the afternoon, about 1,000 students gathered to perform a taekwondo dance on the UJ Fountain stage and were invited to the IYF Academy in the second half of the year. Good News Johannesburg Church expressed its feelings that God had helped them take a greater step toward the gospel. Paraguay IYF branch visited Cagua region, 3 hours away from the capital Asuncion, for 2 days on 17th and 18th and conducted a Korean language camp. This camp had 400 participants and featured various programs such as experiencing Korean traditional games, learning dance, taekwondo, Korean, and music performances. At the end of the event, branch manager Hee Young-han introduced the history of Korea and said that to be happy, the power that comes from God. The Paraguay branch said it plans to continue spreading the gospel by spreading Korean culture throughout Paraguay. On 14th, IYF Madrid, Spain opened a Korean camp at the invitation of Lavai Church. 200 participants learn about Korean culture by directly experiencing various activities such as Korean traditional games, taekwondo, writing Korean names, and experiencing Korean food, and the performance by GNCs was very popular. Pastor Seok Min Kang, head of IYF branch in Spain, preached the gospel that we were justified through the blood of Jesus. About 160 children participated in the children's camp held at IYF Ntinda branch in Uganda on the 14th. A variety of programs were offered for children, including face painting, recreation, mind lectures, and group textbooks, and recreation in particular became a time for children to open their hearts to new friends and learn how to cooperate with each other. IYF Mtinda branch said it hopes to continue planning such cultural exchange events in the future so that children can become familiar with the church and hear the gospel.